so when it comes to sleeves, you've got either a one-piece sleeve in your design, or you've got normally a two-piece sleeve with the jacket because it gives you the elbow shape and the elbow dart. So when you trace round it, you are just tracing round them, and then along the line 5 centimetres past the finished sewing line, so where the hem's off. This has got a button placket, so it's slightly displaced. Some of them might be plain, but you raise the lining at the underarm. So I just want to point out here that on a one-piece sleeve, this is the underarm, because when they're sewn together, you can see that makes the armhole shape. So that's when we would raise it, this is where we would raise it. And we raise it 2 centimetres because it's easier to raise just the lining, because it goes up and over the seam. And that way it eliminates any ease, because lining is quite a tricky fabric to ease. If you were doing it technically correctly, you would raise this 1 centimetre and raise the body 1 centimetre, but then you'd still need to ease the lining fabric into the armhole. And in industry, that's quite tricky to do. So it does the same thing, the objective is still exactly the same, but we're adding all of the up and over to go over the seam allowance onto the sleeve. So we will add 2 centimetres. So you would either add 2 centimetres here and then blend it in, or I'll give you a demonstration on the 2-piece sleeve. Where you would trace around your sleeve. This is the easy one to do. But I want to show you this because this has got a displaced seam. Just trace around it. If you're using 1.5 centimetre seam allowance, then you just leave it as it is and sew with 1 centimetre. With this, which is 1 centimetre seam allowance, would add a little bit more on the edge here and the top there. But we're going to raise this, all of it, 2 centimetres. So I will raise the underarm come around that main top sleeve, and then we've got the underarm sleeve here. I'll trace around this one. Okay, remember to put your grain lines in and your notches. Now I will move this up 2 centimetres. That allows it to go up and over that underarm seam of the jacket. So we slide it up. Okay. So at that point there, at that underarm, that's exactly the same. Okay, we just move that up. We've got our straight grain on there. And then we're just below 0.5 centimetre below the finished fold line. We put that on. So that's the undersleeve lining. Which hopefully you can see. Okay. When it comes to the top sleeve, you can see here that we've raised that 2 centimetres. So we do the same at this point here. So we move that up 2 centimetres in this one, but this time we don't want to raise it up at the sleeve head, because obviously then we'd have the same sleeve head. What we do is we fiddle it a bit and we just bend it around. You can see that that eliminates a lot of the ease. So we just want to move that so that we lose that ease. So this notch stays, this notch stays. And we can just pivot it around, put those notches in, and then this one you can see that ease has been eliminated. So by having this notch here, we're raising it up and we're eliminating any ease from the sleeve head. It's gone. Okay, so that's the top sleeve. Which again, you would just cut it out, make sure you've got your grain lines drawn on. And then you've got your top sleeve and under sleeve linings, and these two edges still sew together. Okay, so that's all fine, but we've eliminated the ease from the top of those. So that's a two-piece sleeve lining.